Now, you could argue that these cities had certain advantages to begin with. They are in richer countries, they were planned better, and they have smaller populations. But what about those which once counted amongst the world's most polluted and have turned things around for themselves? Our next report brings you the stories of success, cities which worked with a clinical precision to clean the air and succeeded very well.
2 years ago, the Chinese capital experienced one of its worst spells of smog. Beijing's residents were asked to stay indoors. Children and the elderly were specially advised not to step out. The alarm bells had begun ringing. Following decades of rampant industrialization and unchecked urbanization, the Chinese metropolis was witnessing a man-made disaster, one that threatened a population of almost 20 million. The government was quick to react. The central machinery went into overdrive. Strict penalties were imposed to combat vehicle exhaust smoke. Beijing reportedly collected millions of dollars in fines in the years that followed. A cap of 150,000 on the number of new vehicles was introduced. This quota was revised to 100,000 cars annually this year. And the efforts yielded quick results. Beijing saw a 16% annual fall in the concentration of the worst air pollutants affecting it.
The air quality in heavily polluted areas continued to improve, although pollution in certain places remained severe. The density of PM 2.5 in the Beijing, Tianjin, Hebei region and the Yangtze River Delta fell 9.9% and 4.3% respectively. The figure in the Pearl River Delta was up to national standards for 3 consecutive years. Beijing's improvement was more obvious. However, the number of days with good air quality in Hebei, Shaanxi, Tianjin, Henan and Shandong provinces still fell short of 60% of the year.
While China slashed its pollution levels in a matter of a few years, Mexico showed the world the way with its commitment to tackling air pollution with a plan that spanned decades. Over 30 years ago, the level of pollutants in Mexico's city's sky was so high that birds were dropping dead from it. But then, the nation launched its Pro-Air program. The initial focus was on the introduction of cleaner sources of energy for homes and industries, and the reduction in the number of cars to limit vehicular pollution.
We changed the standards for everything that had to do with the industry. So we took the industry outside of Mexico City, but we changed the standards for all of the industrial activity in Mexico. So the industry has a more stringent culture and standards for environmental use.
In the following decades, the government worked on enhancing its public transport system of metro lines, a rapid bus transit system, and a bike-sharing program. The results were for the world to see. Various nations across the world have led by example. All India needs to do is take a leaf out of their books. Bureau Report, WION.